Ladies and gentlemen, our awards ceremony is about to begin. Please welcome your host for this evening, Professor Lord Patel of Bradford, OBE, President of the Royal Society for Public Health.
Good evening, everybody. Great. Ladies, gentlemen, Minister, honoured guests, I'm delighted to welcome you to the Royal Society for Public Health's National Health and Wellbeing Awards to celebrate achievement and best practice in improving and protecting the public's health. And I'm sure you'll all agree, it's never been more important to celebrate and recognise the amazing individuals and organisations working in public health. It's great to be back in this wonderful, huge venue. For the last few years, we've had around 400 people in here. Understandably, we've only got about a third of the capacity this evening, deliberately, so we can be COVID safe as possible. So a big thank you for adhering to the social distancing rules, so we can all have a safe, secure, but a really fun evening. And this is a first for the Royal Society of Public Health, our first hybrid event. It's the first time we've ever streamed the awards live online. And what a massive success. I don't think you'll guess how many people we've got watching this at the moment around the world. Over 450 people have joined us from across the world, including Hong Kong, Germany, India, a truly international celebration of best practice in public health. So a really warm welcome to you all for being with us today. It's going to be a great evening, and it's really important we make a lot of noise about it. We really do celebrate public health. Now, I was a little bit concerned when I came this evening because we've always had, like I said, 300-400 people, and we've always had sort of a lot of competition. So, that half of the room would cheer louder than this half of the room. And it's always been like that. It gets really loud. And I said to Janice, who's organised most of this evening, I said, what's it going to be like with 150 people, 140 people? But she said, this is the loudest group of people we've ever had. So who's going to shout out RSPH the loudest? This half? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can wipe this out. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You just keep working on it, folks. But look, let's be loud. Let's have some fun. There's another way to be loud, of course, as well, and that's social media. So if you're a social media person, I think there it is. Hashtag RSPH Awards. Please tweet away. As a president of the Royal Society, I'm truly honoured and very proud to have been involved in the awards for now over 13 years. And I've really enjoyed working with many dedicated assessors and staff who've made these awards so well recognised and coveted within the public health arena. With interest from literally hundreds of organisations this year, awards have been an overwhelming success. Each application has undergone a rigorous assessment from our expert panel of award assessors. And tonight we have representatives of all the 21 shortlisted organisations for this year, whether virtually or physically. So it's really great to have you here and virtually to celebrate your achievements. To me, you're all winners. So well done to all who've been involved. I'd just like to take 30 seconds to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors and supporters for tonight, as without them, this event wouldn't have taken place. In no particular order, I'd like to thank Elsevier, Gamble Aware, Slimming World, Sage Publishing, the Philip Family Foundation, and I purposely left the Mental Health First Aid England to last because I also happen to be their patron, so well done, folks. I should have done that. Well done. But the biggest thank you is to all of you for attending. So without further ado, let me ask the Chief Exec of the Royal Society for Public Health, Christina Marriott, to take the stage. Christina.
Thank you, Kamlesh. I also want to extend my warmest welcome to all of you in the room and on the live stream to the RSPH Health and Wellbeing Awards. These are my first awards as the Chief Exec of the RSPH, as COVID cancelled them last year. And it feels particularly momentous this year because I think it is so important to thank all of those working in public health through the pandemic. I know so many public health colleagues have been working incredibly long hours, in incredibly long weeks, over what is now spreading from months into years. I know how hard that work has been, how conscientiously public health teams have taken it on, how diligently the professionals and the volunteers have worked. And ultimately, we know how many lives they have saved. And we want to honour this tonight. We are grateful and we want to thank you all. This pandemic has highlighted how much more there is to do in public health, not least in health inequalities. But it's also shown how much we can achieve together. We have seen our public health colleagues react magnificently. You have responded rapidly and efficiently and creatively in a time of crisis. You have partnered with the NHS and your local authority colleagues and volunteers to deliver a stunningly efficient vaccination program. You have led the world in genomic sequencing of COVID-19, and you have provided the absolutely vital support to the local communities through one of the most difficult periods of the last century. For all of this, we applaud you. These awards tonight provide us with the opportunity to thank our heroes and to reflect on the important work that you have all done and continue to do. The Royal Society for Public Health will continue to champion your successes as we continue to support both the public's health and the public health community. Finally, I just want to say a huge congratulations to all of our finalists tonight. We had an immensely impressive set of applications this year, and each finalist should be so proud to be here. The work that you've done and that you've continued to do through the pandemic is nothing short of remarkable. And I want you all to know how grateful we are for the work you have been doing. And I want you all to know that we are here to celebrate all of your innovation, your creativity, your brilliance, your steadfastness, and your resilience. I hope that you all have a fantastic evening. You all deserve it. And thank you for being with us in real life and on the live stream to celebrate our Health and Wellbeing Awards 2021 finalists and winners. Thank you.
I'd now like to welcome our host for this evening, broadcaster and journalist Natasha Kaplinsky.
Well, thank you very much indeed for that welcome, and a very good evening to all of you. I'm absolutely thrilled, I have to say, to be standing up on this stage at such a significant event in the public health calendar. As Lord Patel has already said, what a view this is. We are absolutely delighted that we've all managed to be in this room together, socially distanced, of course, but what an honour it is for me to have this view of all of you. It really is very, very precious when all we've seen for a very long time with these tiny little Zoom squares to finally be in a room with people without masks on is really wonderful. So thank you all for being here. Thank you sincerely for the extraordinary work that you have been doing individually and collectively throughout this very, very challenging period of history. As one of the organisation's vice presidents, I am immensely proud of the hugely impactful work that the charity does. And as a broadcaster and a journalist, I'm only too aware of the very many pressures that can impact our mental and physical health. So it's extraordinarily reassuring to know that organisations like RSPH are here, not just to shine a spotlight on these issues and how we can best deal with them, but why it is so vitally important that we have the incredible organisations, many of whom are finalists tonight, who work so tirelessly and make a positive difference, more than a positive difference, a huge difference to the communities, the length and breadth of this country. I am continually blown away by the incredibly high standards of all the organisations who are shortlisted, and this year more than ever before. I really genuinely can say this because I host a lot of ceremonies, whether they're on Zoom or on a stage like this, that I don't know of an awards quite like this. But despite the variety of entries, all are unified with one common purpose: to improve the nation's health, which is really quite inspiring. So may I take this opportunity to thank all of you for the extraordinarily important work that you've been doing, and to wish you continued success as our world circles faster and faster. So I'm going to lead a round of applause for you, but if you could clap your audience and your friends as well, and colleagues. Thank you very much. So while this, of course, is a celebration of all that you have achieved, we are now going to move on to highlight the organisations that really have truly shone through this time. So well done to all of you, of course, who are finalists, and let's hope you join us on the stage this evening. It has been my very great pleasure and joy, as many of you will know, to help co-host these awards over a number of years. And so I do know what a generous and kind audience you are. So, as with every year, there are fewer of us in the room this year, so we're going to have to make even more noise. Let's contribute to the celebrations of those who win the awards this evening by whoops, cheers, bountiful clapping, lots of air kissing, but obviously not real kissing, and just celebrating the winners who are being celebrated tonight. And if you are a winner, please could I ask you to enjoy your moment, but to kindly maybe keep your mouth shut when you come up onto the stage. So if you could just smile beautifully, enjoy the praise, but no speeches thanking your lover or your husband or wife or your cat, because we've got a lot to get through. So enjoy your moment, your photograph, and then if you could just get off, that would be great. So, this award scheme would, of course, not be possible. I mean that with the greatest respect, of course, without the hard work of the assessors. And who better to join me on stage, of course, to co-host this part of the awards ceremony than Graham Rushbrook, Chair of the Health and Wellbeing Awards Programme. Good evening to you, Graham. I'm always outdressed, obviously.
Thank you, Natasha, and I'm delighted to be here again this evening.
Will you tell us a little bit about how the awards actually go through for this next part of the evening, please?
I'd be delighted, and it really is an honour to be here again and to be co-presenting with you. The Health and Wellbeing Awards are now firmly established as the flagship awards to recognise and celebrate those working in all areas of improving the public's health. And as you have mentioned, Natasha, these awards are the kite mark of excellence. And winning one really does demonstrate the incredible impact an organisation is making, but it can also be hugely beneficial. Over the years I've worked on the awards, I've had so many finalists and winners tell me that the recognition these awards bring has helped in securing new funding, building new partnerships, and ultimately helping with the long-term sustainability of their many projects and programmes that they work on. But of course, one of the very real reasons we all work in public health is to help improve the health and well-being of the public's health. So please remember, well done to everybody here today. Thank you for taking part in the awards and everything you've done to contribute in the last year and beyond. 2021 has seen another bumper year for entries across all 7 categories for organisations working in the commercial, public and voluntary and community sectors. And it really has proved difficult selecting winners for each of the categories. We really have been spoilt for choice. And it's an incredible achievement to be shortlisted tonight against the backdrop of the last 18, 20 months, particularly. So this year, perhaps more than others, well done. As chair of the awards programme, I do want to pay a special tribute to the hard work of our awards assessors, and I'd like us to pay special thanks to them, many of whom are here tonight. So that's all I wanted to say at this point, Natasha. So perhaps you could take us through the first award?
Absolutely. Let's get on with the show, shall we? Our first award tonight is for Arts and Health. Now, this award has been supported by the Philip Family Foundation, so thank you very much indeed. And let me tell you, the nominees in this category are, and this is where you start clapping, just to remind you, Thai-Children's Hospice for their programme These Names Will Be Forever in Our Skies. Big round of applause, please, for Thai-Children's Hospice. Thank you very much. CW Plus makes the shortlist this evening for their programme Arts COVID-19 Response Programme. Congratulations to you. And let's make some noise, please, for Noise Solution CIC for their programme Noise Solution. And our first winner is, with the gold envelope, kindly presented by my wonderful assistant. Thank you very much. Noise Solution, CIC. Congratulations to you. So if I could ask for a representative, please, from Noise Solution to join us on the stage to collect this award. Thank you.
Noise Solution pairs vulnerable youth across the east of England with music producers. Musicians use self-determination theory-informed music mentoring focused on beat making to improve well-being and motivation. The assessors said this is a great young person-centered program focusing on the empowerment of marginalized young people. The program harnesses technology to add to the experience and uptake of the target audiences.
And our next award is for the Health at Every Age category. And the nominations are Age UK Derby and Derbyshire, remote delivery of the Strictly No Falling Falls Prevention Programme. The NIHR Applied Research Collaboration, or ARC, North Thames Nurture Early for Optimal Nutrition, NEON. And Street Games for their programme Social Prescribing Youth Network. And the winner is NIHR Applied Research Collaboration.
NEON is a community-led and co-produced intervention aiming to optimize infant feeding, care and dental hygiene practices among children under 2 years old within communities of South Asian origin in East London. It shifts the power to the community to better support mothers and carers. Assessors said this is a strong example of an initiative driven by defined need and a specific ask from community members.
Fantastic second winner of the evening. Congratulations to you and your team. Moving through now, our next category is the Community Health Development Award. This award is kindly supported by Slimming World. Thank you very much indeed to Slimming World. And the nominees in this category are University of Plymouth and Nudge Community Builders for their pop-up centre for health technology in Stonehouse. Congratulations to you. Second on the list this evening, Red Thread Youth for their Violence Intervention Programme. Also nominated in this category, the Amateur Swimming Association, Swim England, for their programme, Water Welbeing. Now let's find out who has won. Well done. Oh, I think that's stuck in there this evening. Right, the winner in this category, Community Health Development Award, goes to, drum roll, Red Thread Youth. Congratulations. Red Thread's Youth Violence Intervention Programme takes the award in this category. Congratulations.
Red Thread Youth aim to integrate healthcare into the community and empower young people to lead healthy, safe and happy lives. Red Thread's Youth Violence Intervention Programme is delivered in 13 hospitals and provides tailored support for 11 to 25-year-olds impacted by violence or exploitation.
Our next category is Health and Wellbeing in Workplaces Award, and this award is supported by Mental Health First Aid England, and I would now like to ask a representative from Mental Health First Aid England to join me on stage to help present this award. And the nominations are Anglian Water Services Limited for their programme supporting our people to be happier, healthier and safer with a COVID-19 lens. The Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea for their programme Black History Month for All 2020. Let's understand each other. And Watford Borough Council for their programme Watford Health and You. And the winner is Anglian Water Services Limited, supporting our people to be happier.
As the coronavirus pandemic took hold, leading to more people spending time at home, Anglian Water have been building on the success of their wellbeing strategy by developing responsive, innovative measures to support colleagues. The assessors said this is an excellent programme utilising an existing and successful holistic and community-centred platform to continue to provide support to its staff and stakeholders throughout the COVID-19 pandemic.
Such amazing work being done. Thank you very much indeed. I do wish that we could have speeches. Maybe next year we can put in a special request. Our next category is the Healthier Lifestyles Award. And the nominees in this category, Your Health Prevention for their programme, Your Health Prevention, Recovery and Wellbeing Service. Where are you in the room? Well done for being nominated. Salford Health Improvement Service and People's Dispensary for Sick Animals, PDSA, for their programme Health Checks on Tour. Congratulations for your nomination. Also in this category, Breathe Eating Disorder Services for their programme Footsteps Eating Disorder Recovery Programme. Think how much exercise you're doing walking across the stage. I know, all your steps in one go, I know. So the Healthier Lifestyles Award this evening goes to Breathe Eating Disorder Services Limited for their Footsteps Eating Disorder Recovery Programme. Huge congratulations to you and your team.
Managing eating disorders in communities is complex. The Breathe programme provides a resource where recovery coaches are easily contactable, supporting clients on a daily basis, including after hours. Assessors said that this project provides highly accessible and person-centred support, operating in a complex and often misunderstood environment.
And our next category is the Health Equity Award. And the nominations are Ingis UK for their programme Greater Manchester Working Well Work and Health Programme. Albion in the Community for their programme Brighter Outlook. and there's a bit of competition between the tables now. The next nomination is Shear Surgery and Dispensary for their programme Shear Surgery Homelessness Project. And the winner of the Health Equity Award is Albion in the Community, Brighter Outlook.
Brighter Outlook provides free, personalised and holistic support for people with cancer in Sussex, whatever their background. Albion in the Community provides equal opportunities to help people become more active and improve their health before, during and after treatment, so they can live as well as possible. Assessors praised this project as an excellent example of community action, exhibiting total commitment, planning and expertise, from the senior management team to the delivery team.
Well done.
Lots of celebrations and good luck with the continual work that you do. Really amazing stuff. So we move now to our final award, very sadly, in this section of the Public Mental Health and Wellbeing Award, sponsored by GambleAware. And I would now like to ask the representative from GambleAware to join us on the stage to present this very important award. Good evening. So the nominations in this category are, and let's do lots of cheering, Embers the Dragon for their programme Embers the Dragon. Also in this category, Me Too Education Limited for their programme Me Too. And nominated also in this category, Newcastle United Foundation for their programme Be a Game Changer. Congratulations to all nominees. Go on, you do the honours and the winner.
And the winner
Do you want to come to the mic?
And the winner is Newcastle United Foundation, Be a Game Changer.
In 2018, the North East had the highest male suicide rate in England and Wales. The charitable foundation for the region's Premier League football club, Newcastle United Foundation, focuses on engaging with men to promote mental health, save lives, and promote messages to talk about mental health. The assessors praised Newcastle United Foundation's understanding of the process of addressing inequalities and the particular experiences of men they approached.
Well, that's a bit sad, isn't it? All those
Well
awards are over so quickly.
I know.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you to the very, very lovely Graham. Before we leave the stage, we would just like to congratulate all of the award winners and, of course, the nominees, all the finalists. You really are all winners, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Dr. Nigel Carter, OBE, Chair of RSPH.
I'd like to add my thanks to Natasha and Graham for running us so smoothly through those awards, and to everybody who entered, became finalists and won. In my mind, you're all winners for the great work that you're actually doing out there in the community. So really, a big round of applause to you all. As always, a fantastic evening, and even greater to know that we've got people from probably 4 continents with us this evening virtually. It's amazing how What was a constraint at the beginning of the pandemic, not being able to meet in person, has really changed things and let us talk to more people who wouldn't be able to be with us in person. So thank you all for joining us online, as well as all of you here this evening. The role that public health plays in everyone's life has never been clearer than over the last 18 months during the pandemic. And you are the community, the public health community, have continued to deliver above and beyond in the most difficult of circumstances. We couldn't do this event last year, but it's great to be back in 2021 and to once again be celebrating the RSPH Health and Wellbeing Awards. We now have a few more awards, and it's my pleasure to present awards for outstanding achievements in our academic journals, both of which publish original research across the broad spectrum of public health. Our first award is the Public Health Journal Award, which is supported by Public Health's publisher, Elsevier. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the excellent work of the journal Public Health, it's an international peer-reviewed journal that's been in publication unbelievably since 1888. I'd like to thank our brilliant and very hard-working editors who make the journal so successful, and Janice and her team who put the thing together, as they have done these excellent awards. The journal is so successful, in fact, that in the last year it celebrated 1 million downloads, a truly significant milestone. This year's Public Health Awards, and I haven't got a glamorous assistant, so I have to go and find it. I should have had you back as a glamorous assistant, Natasha. This year's Public Health Journal Award goes to Dr. Nicholas Lee Hunt for his paper, An Overview of Systematic Reviews on the Public Health Consequences of Social Isolation and Loneliness. Unfortunately, Nicholas is not able to be with us tonight, but to collect this award, I welcome Woody Khan to the stage, and he's going to accept the award on his behalf. Thank you, Woody. Our second journal award is for the journal Perspectives in Public Health. This journal is published by Sage, and again, I'd like to thank the truly dedicated and excellent team of editors working on Perspectives in Public Health, which is one of the very real benefits of RSPH membership and greatly valued by members. This second journal was set up far more recently, within the last 20 years, to demonstrate good practice within public health. And it publishes papers and special issues on topics from obesity to climate change, arts and health, and its impact factor continues to grow and currently stands at 4.9, which is an amazing move from a journal in such a relatively short period of time. The winner of this year's most highly cited paper is Dr. Ini Batabar for her paper Determinants of Patient Satisfaction, a Systematic Review. We now have a short video acceptance from Dr. Eni.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ekjal Batbatur. I'm a postdoctoral researcher at the University of Eastern Finland. I want to send my warmest regards to all of you from Finland. It's an absolute honor and privilege to be receiving such an important award, the most cited paper in 2020 in the Journal of Perspectives in Public Health. I sincerely thank the journal Perspectives in Public Health, Royal Society for Public Health, and the sponsors such as Sage Publications for initiating the award and hosting this event. I also extend my sincere appreciation to the peer researchers, academics, and general audience for sharing and disseminating this research work. I would like to acknowledge the co-authors, Dr. Giacomo Doshta, Professor Petro Ementa, Aaron Lovsinian, and Professor Matthias Savino. We aim at contributing to the conceptualization and operationalization of patient satisfaction concept with a series of papers to foster quality of healthcare and health system. Hopefully, we will achieve this goal. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Eni. That ends our journal awards. So with no further ado, I'd like to welcome back to the stage our president, Lord Patel of Bradford.
It's me again, yes. You can clap if you want, it's okay. This brings us to a very special part of the evening, a coveted award, the Public Health Minister's Award. And this is a very special public health minister, not simply because she comes from Bradford, though that's quite a good one. Minister Maggie Thrupp, we know how busy you are, and you've got plenty on your plate. Your diary's really full. So it makes a real difference to us, your presence here this evening throughout the whole of the evening. It's a really important statement of your support for all the people who are working in public health. So please come up on stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Patel, for that introduction. And it's great to be on stage with some fellow person from Bradford. And I would like to thank the Royal Society of Public Health for doing such splendid work in arranging these awards, but also to thank everybody involved in public health, day in, day out. I know you always work hard, but the last 18 months have been particularly trying, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. These awards this evening celebrate the very best in partnership, creativity, and real-world impact. It's a privilege to share this evening with you all. I want to thank and congratulate every one of the shortlisted entries. You should be proud of what you have achieved this year more than ever. In total, there were 126 applications across the 7 categories this year. The diversity and innovation on show tonight is absolutely wonderful. Tackling public health challenges requires action from all of us, national and local government, the NHS, the third sector, statutory agencies, employers, individuals, and more. We in national government won't neglect our responsibilities. And working together, there's so much more we can all do to help make the nation's health better and fairer. Of course, COVID has been and remains a huge challenge. But from it, we can draw a better, much more widely shared appreciation of the importance of building population health resilience. And focusing of our efforts, particularly closely on those who have the greatest need, is so important. It's been an incredibly tough job selecting who will take home this year's Public Health Ministers Award. And I can't wait to find out who the winner is. And I'm delighted to announce that the winner for 2021 is Red Thread Ruth.
Many thanks, Minister. Really wonderful. We now come to our final section of our awards, the awarding of honorary fellowships and also the Royal Society of Public Health Awards to recognise those individuals doing an amazing job in public health. Firstly, and it is my absolute great pleasure to invite a dear friend and a colleague, I would like to welcome Shirley Kramer, the past Chief Executive of the Royal Society for Public Health, and I'm delighted to award her Honorary Fellowship of the RSPH in recognition of her 7 years as Chief Executive Officer of the Society. It's so difficult, isn't it, not to... No, we mustn't. Thank you. We mustn't. Since the beginning of the pandemic, the one constant we've all had in our 4 nations is the voice of our chief medical officers. They've summarised the evidence, they've worked towards the development of safety protocols and worked tirelessly to keep us all as safe as they could. We want to recognise the tremendous service that they've provided throughout this unprecedented period and still continue to do so. So it's for this reason the Royal Society of Public Health would like to award honorary fellowships to Professor Chris Whitty, the Chief Medical Officer, England, Dr. Sir Michael McBride, the Chief Medical Officer, Northern Ireland, Dr. Gregor Smith, the Chief Medical Officer for Scotland, and Dr. Frank Atherton, Chief Medical Officer for Wales. Understandably, they all continue to be extremely busy and the pandemic is clearly not over. But they've all taken time out of their busy schedules and sent us a short video for us to see, and we'll play them in that order: England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales.
I'm very honoured to accept the fellowship of the Royal Society for Public Health because the Royal Society for Public Health and its predecessors has been one of the great campaigning organisations for public health in the UK. It's done remarkable work. So to be formally part of it is a great honour for me, and I also feel for all of us who are working together on COVID and on wider public health issues in the UK. So thank you very much indeed.
Hello, my name is Michael McBride. I'm the Chief Medical Officer for Northern Ireland. I'm absolutely delighted to be awarded the Honorary Fellowship of the Royal Society of Public Health. This year has been a particularly challenging year for public health across the United Kingdom. We have much to celebrate. We also have many challenges ahead, and it is important now that we all use this opportunity to rededicate and recommit ourselves to the importance and centrality of public health medicine in the United Kingdom. Thank you very much indeed. I feel very privileged and deeply honoured.
I'm really sorry that I can't be with you tonight to celebrate the amazing nominees and award winners at your celebration event tonight. There's never been a more fitting time, I think, to celebrate public health. And I have to say that for me, it's a real honour to be given this award of an honorary fellowship and join the fellows, the members and the associate members in the Royal Society for Public Health. I look forward to strengthening our approach to how we improve the health of the nation in the future and how we continue to protect them against the many biological threats that we continue to see, not least of all the continued response to the COVID-19 pandemic. I look forward to working with you all over the coming years, and I want to say, place on record, my thanks and gratitude for the work that you do on a daily basis. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm really sorry that I can't be with you in person tonight, but I am so grateful to everybody at the Royal Society for making this award, which I happily accept. I accept it on my own behalf, but also on behalf of everybody here in Wales, in the public health community, and across the UK, who I know has worked phenomenally hard during this pandemic. What we've done to try to keep the people of Wales and the UK safe is just phenomenal. So thank you for the award. I look forward to continuing to work with the Royal Society and hopefully to being with you in person at next year's events. Thank you.
It's amazing. Natasha and I were just talking earlier about, we have our heroes, don't we? Sports people, movie stars, and everybody recognises. It's these guys who become our heroes, and they've done a phenomenal job, and we wish them all the best. Now, moving on to some key awards to recognise the valuable work carried out by public health teams and individuals through the pandemic. I suppose I really should say here that we know that the awards recipients here tonight are not the only ones who've been outstanding through this unprecedented time. But unfortunately, we can't recognise everyone today. But we do applaud you all. These individuals and teams have really gone above and beyond and shone a light on the role that public health plays in such a crisis. They've made a difference at a global level. So our first award is the Royal Society of Public Health 2020 Outstanding Contribution to International Public Health. This person has spent a career in the international civil service, working with the Secretary General of the United Nations and the Director General of the World Health Organization. Since February 2020, Professor David Nabarro has worked directly with the Director General of the World Health Organization to support the global response to the pandemic, working tirelessly to provide much-needed evidence-based guidance. Understandably, again, unfortunately, Professor Nabarro can't be with us tonight, but he sent us this message.
Hello, thank you so much for this remarkable award. It's both a surprise to get it and an honor to receive it. For me, COVID-19 is the greatest challenge in which I have ever been involved. But I always say to myself, it's the virus that's the problem, it's people that are the solution, but people can't do this alone. They need support through integrated local public health services because not everybody's got the same opportunity to act. We have to learn from the virus, listen to the virus, but also listen to people and to businesses and to governments everywhere, and all the time being careful on being too dogmatic. We've got so much to learn, and the virus constantly surprises us. So let's move ahead, but all the time with dialogue everywhere, because in the end, public health is about engaging people and involving them in the response to the full. Thank you.
What a fantastic human being, yes. Our next award is for outstanding contribution to public health. This goes to Kate Bingham for all her work in the vaccine rollout programme, which has been a global leader. Unfortunately, Kate cannot be with us tonight, but I think she deserves an enormous, huge round of applause. Hold on, Kate. Right, now for the final award of the evening. Now I'm going to break protocol, and I always do that. This is for the 2020 Royal Society of Public Health Outstanding Team Contribution to Public Health. And it's such a special award for such a special team. I'm going to ask my co-host, Vice President Natasha Krinsky, to join me. And I'm going to please ask the Minister to come up and join me as well. And while the Minister's coming up...
No one noticed, it's fine.
And wow, this is a special award. This team has demonstrated how true collaboration in science and a targeted focus can lead to amazing scientific breakthroughs. And it's this next sentence that keeps getting me. The work has saved and will continue to save billions of lives across the world. yes, billions of lives across the world, thanks to their developing what we all now know as the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. It gives me the greatest pleasure to present this award. I actually asked the Minister to present this award to the Oxford COVID-19 vaccine team. And again, we're going to break with protocol, and I want to ask Professor Sir Andrew Pollard and Dr. Angela Massini to say a few words on behalf of the team. Please.
Thank you very much. I think I'm having a bit of a crisis over what business casual means at this moment. So I think, first of all, just to say, I think Angela and I both feel like interlopers in this room. I'm a paediatrician, and Angela's an adult physician, and amongst this amazing group of people who have made these incredible contributions over the last 2 years. So thank you to all of you for all of that you've done. We here represent a team of about 2,000 people across 3 continents have been involved in the vaccine development. The scientists in our teams in Oxford, people all around the NHS in the UK who have been running the trials in Brazil and in South Africa. And I think for that team, really this is who the award is for, and we're enormously humbled to receive this. We are involved in the academic side of research and development for vaccines, and it is a great honor to be part of the public health community in that, particularly during the last 2 years, where public health is there on our television screens every single day that we turn them on. And I do hope that that attention to public health and the public understanding of the importance of it is something that's carried forward as part of the legacy of the pandemic. And then, of course, for the Royal Society, that is actually a call to action for you. Angela.
Would you like to hold this? Or like thanks, Andy. So just to really add an enormous thank you to the many thousands of volunteers, members of the public, who signed up to participate in our clinical trials at a time where we had no idea if this vaccine was going to work at all. And if it wasn't for their commitment and dedication throughout the study, we really wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't have a vaccine that's now being delivered to billions of people all over the world. So a huge thank you to them. And beyond that, we are utterly indebted to the many NHS workers across the UK who've devoted their lives to this pandemic over the last 2 years, be it treating patients with COVID on the front line in the hospitals or delivering the vaccine as part of the rollout. These people are absolute heroes. Some of them have had to retrain outside of their normal role to do this work. Some have come out of their retirement to work tirelessly. So really it's these people, the volunteers and the NHS workers, that are the real heroes here, and we accept this award, I think, in their honour as well as for our team. So thank you ever so much.
Come on, big. Whoa. Well, what a fitting end, unbelievable end to I hope what you agree has been a magnificent event, giving out these awards. Thank you so much, and they travelled all the way from Oxford on a long journey in a car. So well done. Thank you very much. I do hope you've all enjoyed this year's Health and Wellbeing Awards, and yeah, good. That side is still winning. Every second is last chance. Thank you all for supporting us, and thank you for all the amazing finalists, and I hope you really enjoy the evening. Just before I finish, I think a huge round of applause, and maybe this side can win at the moment, for the Royal Society of Public Health team, Janice and all her team have put this together, and all the hard work they've done, and also for the people who are about to serve you now some lovely food. Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats, sit back and enjoy the show. It's time to welcome our entertainment for this evening. Now, with the popularity of Strictly Come Dancing, there's no doubt that dancing has become a more recognized form of exercise over recent decades. Dancing has been scientifically proven to bolster physical and mental health by improving body strength, posture and flexibility. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brian Bibner and Georgiana Muja, the 2021 British Open Rising Star finalists from the Dance Lab, with their Latin American dance performance.
Inside in the room with platinum and gold eyes, dancing, catch your eye, you be mesmerized. Oh, find the corner there, your hands in my hair. Finally, we're here, so why? Saying you got a flight, need an early night. No, don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet. What you leaving for when my night is yours? Just a little more. Don't go yet. Baby, don't go yet, 'cause I wore this dress for a little drama. And I bet that you think that you know, but you don't, baby, come to mama. I get what I want when I want, and I get it how I wanna. And I want you, baby, gotta get you, baby. We find the corner there, your hands in my hair. Finally, we're here, so why? Saying you got a flight, need an early night. No, don't go yet.
Buonasera, signorina, buonasera. It is time to say goodnight to Napoli. Though it's hard for us to whisper buonasera with that old moon above the Mediterranean Sea. In the morning, signorina, we'll go walking where the mountains and the sun come into sight. And by the little jewelry shop we'll stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Hey, don't you worry and don't you care, cause the buonasera, signorina, buonasera. It's time to say goodnight to Napoli. Though it's hard for us to whisper buonasera with that old moon above the Mediterranean Sea. In the morning, signorina, we'll go walking where the mountains and the sun come into sight. And by the little jewelry shop, we won't stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. And in the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Oh, buonasera, signorina, kiss me good. Signorina, we'll go walking where the mountains and the sun come into sight. And by a little jewelry shop, go stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. And in the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. If buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Sera, signorina, kiss me goodnight.
Please welcome Natasha.
Well, let's hear it one more time for Brian and Georgiana. Wow, what an amazing performance. I did a spot of dancing a little while ago, quite a few years ago now, and it's about this time of year when Strictly's on that my glitter ball comes out and I take off all the dust. They make it look so easy, but let me tell you, it isn't. So how wonderful was that performance? Really, really special. Well, this is the point where we say goodbye to our live streaming friends. Thank you very much indeed for being with us this evening. We look forward to seeing you in person next time. For the rest of us, enjoy being in this room together. Congratulations once again to all the nominees, all the winners, and how wonderful that we've got such special A-listers in the room. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Enjoy your dinner.